Hello everyone, how's it going? How's everyone today? Welcome to the channel, welcome to another video, and welcome back. And if it's your first time here, well, welcome. What are we doing? Well, we are continuing on the building this guy right here. That's the 1/48 scale Su-57 or Sukhoi 57, however you prefer to call it. We're continuing the build, okay? So where are we? Well, we have this guy right here. He's all nicely painted up, nice and shiny looking. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it, the way it's turning out, and yeah, she's looking good. But we're not done. We're nowhere near done. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there, but it is obviously a slow process. I have painted the canopy, the colors that it needs to be, masked those off and painted those. Did that after finishing up those other ones on our last little time together. Yes, of course you caught me right at a moment I'm not quite ready yet. Yeah, let's get with the intro, okay? Yes, so I still have a couple of things to do in preparation, so please just bear with me here a moment or five. What am I doing today? Well, there's a couple of little things we need to get going on to continue this off. And this little guy is going to wind up going on the nose, like right here, something like that. So he needs to be painted the same color as this. So I figured I'd get him off of the sprue and get him ready for some paint right now, just as one of the things to do. I think what we're going to be doing next is landing gear bay doors, and getting those ready to be put on. Okay, so what I want to do with this is do an alligator clip, piece of tape. I'm just going to paint this guy with a brush. I don't think he needs anything special done to him. I think just hitting it with a brush will be good enough. Here's my color. I think it'll be good enough just to do it with as a brush. I don't need to put in 4 drops of paint into my airbrush just to paint this piece. I don't think it's worth the time and effort. So I will just paint it like this and call that a day. It's a day. Yeah. Done. Okay. That was fun, right? Are we done now? No. Yeah, well, that's it for the video, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I do want to say thank you. I've reached over 400 subscribers. My last count now is 405. That's huge, you know, for a guy like me. 400 subscribers, that is fantastic. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please do it. It's down over on this corner. Down here you can hit the subscribe button, please. And right in the middle there somewhere, there's the like button if you like what I'm doing, if you like these videos. I know that a good 70% of you that are watching my videos are not subscribed. So why not hit the subscribe button? It would really help me out a lot. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I do have options for the canopy. If I grab this piece here, we have options as to whether I'm going to have this open or closed. Now, if you guys know me at all, I like to have my canopies not glued down. See, this guy's going to go right here, okay? And this guy's going to go right here. Now, if I glue it in, if I were gluing this closed, I wouldn't be very happy with the fit, because I get it lined up and it fits nicely there, but it's not fitting nicely at the back. It's actually got a little bit of a lip. I don't like that. If I push it forward enough so that I get rid of the lip on the back, it pushes the front one out too far. So the alignment on the canopy is not perfect. So, but what I do like to do is I like to have my models displayed with the canopy closed, but then when you want to look at it, you can go, oh, let's take a look in there, and you can look at it like that. That's how I like to do my models. I don't like to permanently fix them either closed or open. Now in this case, it would be open like this, something goes back about like that, something like that. So they've given me parts that go inside here, and they're different depending on whether you're going to have it displayed open or closed, okay? So I'll put the parts in for the closed position, but I'm not going to actually glue this piece down. But I'll put them in there just for authenticity's sake. So what do I need for that? I need, for the closed position, we want F32 and E45. So let's find these. F and E. That's G. F. I need F. Where'd we go here? F32. That's this piece here. And I need E45. Are you an E? You are an E. 45, way over here. Okay, I did realize my landing gear bay doors for the front need to be painted. I painted them black, but I need to paint them the light gray color. So I still have to paint those. So where'd my knife go? Okay. So let's trim this little piece off here. I did want to ask you guys one more time. Do you guys prefer the videos I do where I basically have this view on me and doing these, or do you prefer me having the video basically like this one here, and just leave it like this? Do you guys prefer it if I just leave it like this? This is more traditional for a lot of builders videos. Modelers videos online tend to focus a lot more like this kind of thing. But I am curious if my viewers prefer this view or the other. Okay, so these two are going to go together. And how are they going to go? If I put it like this, this goes like this, and I'm not seeing any kind of notches or anything that it should. Maybe subtle little notches. It fits in. Come on. Okay. Let's grab my tweezers. Okay, I see how it's supposed to go. So let's get the glue. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to get the pieces to go together until you put some glue on it and allow it. The glue kind of holds it in place while you try and finesse it to where it's supposed to really go. And that's what we got right there, okay? That's how that's supposed to go together. And then it goes in here. And we line it up. There's a couple of slots. There's one slot here, and this is the slot that this is supposed to, this little notch right there, that's supposed to go in. Okay? If we line that up like this, doesn't want to line up. Okay. See. Let's get that. Into that spot. And that goes flush. And that should be a lot better, in theory. Now those are flush, almost. A little bit of coaxing, I can get them flush. And then it should fit down on here much better, and it does. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's get the thin out again. Sucks that I now have this glue line there. It's really rough, but I'm not really interested in fixing that. Alright, so that's done. Yeah, so live and learn. Don't do that. Double check. I know you guys can see. I can't see though. Just checking for fitment, make sure everything fits with no interference, and it's looking good. Okay, so there we go. There's our little interior piece there. Now I'm done with that. I can just set that down over here, and that's that. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to be working on landing gear bay doors. We have our landing gear basically completed. I'm going to do a black wash on them to make the detail pop, and a little bit of silver needs to go for the actual hydraulic shock there, and that's about it. Okay, and it's the same with our main gear, just a black wash to make the details pop out, silver on the actual cylinder, and that's that. And that's them. But we've got our bay doors we need to do. Okay, so we've got some little thingies to put on these doors. We have all our doors done. They're all painted and sitting here. Okay, 4 doors right here. Bing, bang, bomb, and bop. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call them. Okay. So we need to add our little bits of detail onto these guys, and that's these. So we've got G7s with a single G6 at the end of these two. I don't know why, but that's what we got to do, with a G10 in the middle spot on all 4 of them. Okay, so we got to grab the G's. The G tree. Now I've already painted these silver. I actually just painted them all just before starting. Not that you can tell because of the brightness of the camera. Let me turn down the brightness just a little bit for you guys. Okay, let me just go into my settings here. I think that's about it. That's about the best I can do for you. So let's go with that. Okay. So, where were we? We need to get all of these little bits off of here. So let's get started with that. So all the number 7s. And then I've got 2 number 6s. I'm going to wait. There we go. Okay. All of our number 7s are off, but we need number G10. That's this guy here. Okay, there we go. So we've got our guys here. We got all these, all in a nice little pile. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these. Now these are all basically the same. They're all the same mold. As far as I can tell, they are actually all the same mold. Put them all together, and yes, they are all the exact same mold. So it doesn't matter which one you do. So let's pick one, and we're going to put this guy. They all have little notches all along there to put these pieces on. Okay, so let's start with our center. Now, because of where it was attached on the sprue, I need to clean up those little spots because they're not perfectly flat. Just like that. And I might wind up with the same on all of the pieces. I might have to clean them all up. These are kind of delicate, so you want to be careful. Don't use a lot of pressure. Just take your time. See, like I accidentally just almost bent that. So you want to be careful. I'm just going to take a look at these ones. I might have to clean it up, maybe just a hair, but we'll do that as we go. Piece by piece, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so take one of these. Oh. Take one of these. Like that. Glue. In the middle. Line it up and done. Make sure it's square. And just like that, it's done. You want it straight up and down, you don't want it crooked. Looks good. Okay, so there's one. Now what you can do is grab one of these. Facing, how do we want it facing? We want the little curl to go over the top. Okay, so I'm going to take that, put some glue on it, and let's put it right here. You can be designated for that spot, just like that. Okay, so we're just going to continue on doing this, making sure that it's actually not lost. Just make sure it's flat. Okay, let's move these so I don't accidentally ruin them. I need 4 more of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Here we go. So there's that one done. Okay, so we've got 3 more to do. Starting with one of these. think this one is the most crucial one for getting it lined up. You want it 90 degrees, you want it there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a spot on the plane where that's going to line up and have to go. See, they all need to line up in these little notches here. If I get this on camera for you. There's notches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way along here, and there's that middle one. So you got to make sure that's going to be able to go straight in there, into there, right? So that's the important part. Okay, so again, let's grab 4 of these and make sure. Two. Four. Okay, second one done, just like that. Okay, third one. I need a square almost to make sure that that's straight 90-degree angle, like, you know, almost need a square for that. Okay, so these two I need to designate as the ones that are going to have the G6s on the ends. Okay, so I have to remember going like this on this side. This spot is for G6. Okay, so I'm not going to do this one. Okay. Yeah, no. No, no, no. All right. So there we go. So there's this one. We're going to put him here. Now we have our fourth one. First, we put our middle one in. Pretty good like that. Okay, so now this one's going to be on this side here, so it's going to go like this. So we want this one, the last one, to not. That's going to be designated for G6. Okay, so we have 3 more here to clean up. Okay. Almost time for new glue. Ironically, I was at the hobby store today and I could have bought new glue. Shit. I could have bought some while I was there. Okay, so now we've got our 2 missing ones. I need G6. Okay, that's our last 2. Now I don't know why they have these separate. I do not know why. But these are designated as the ones that go on the ends. That particular spot on the plane, so I'm not sure. I don't know why, but they do. They don't look any different to me. They're probably not. I guess they kind of look like they might have a slight less curve on the little hook part. I don't know. Could just be me looking for a difference. Yeah, maybe a very, very slight little variation in the hook. It's not as hooked. Okay, so I'm going to set these two aside because these are the special ones. Okay, where am I setting them? I put them right there. That's a side. It's technically a side. Okay, so this is the point where they want me to put the landing gear on and put these in. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. Because if I put these on without the landing gear, then these can get broken off very easily just by putting the model down. Okay? And I don't want that. You don't want that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, we'll take this and let's see how well these line up. They seem to go in their slots pretty good. They sit just like that. It almost sits like that without any glue. They're lined up nice and perfect. Like, it's pretty good. With very minimal effort, I can get them to sit in their spot. So, put some glue on these little hooks and we'll set her in there. It is a little bit tricky getting them to go in their little slots. While keeping it at the angle it's supposed to be at. A little bit tricky, but I got it. There's one. Okay. So if I flip this over, we'll do the other side. Okay. Because if you're like me and you don't have them, they're not perfectly straight, that makes life a little bit more difficult. And these do sit at just a little bit of an angle. They're not perfectly straight up and down, but that's okay. So that's what you get. Okay. So let's tackle the other two. Now, which one was which, right? Because they all look like they got the same hooks. Except for this last one. Which tells me, since this is the last one, it's not supposed to go here, it's supposed to go here. Now, of course, this is the one that I had that was bent right on the sprue. And I managed to get it pretty straight. But out of the box, this one was bent. This one was bent like wow. It was finding them just curved down like all of a sudden, and I had to bend it and get it as straight as I could. So anyway, this one's going to go there. So I'm going to have to wait for the glue to set on these other ones before I can put this one in. Just simply because in trying to put that on there, it wants to open it up more. So that one isn't going to call that one done. Okay, we've got one more to do. I actually want this facing that direction. Okay, one more. Oops. Got a little too excited there. And I'm getting too excited over here too. I'm moving them all around. I'm not supposed to be. right. There we go. And there's our doors. Okay. Our landing gear bay doors are on. Not landing gear bay doors. Our weapons bay doors. Okay. And now, because I don't want to be sitting this model down on them, I am going to be putting the landing gear in. Okay. So landing gear, again, already done. I do just want to do a wash on them. So while these are drying just a little bit, I'm going to put a wash on these. Okay. So tighten this down. Grab my black panel liner. Let's do this right. Alright, so there's one. I don't really need the tweezers for this one, but I feel better using them. Alright, that one's done. Now we'll move on to this. This guy here. Actually quite a lot of detail on this front landing gear piece. Considering how much effort the Russians go into beefing up their landing gear for landing in adverse conditions or rough runways. Pretty crazy. Okay, so those are done. I'll clean them up a little bit, but I'm not too interested in going crazy on cleaning them up. So I grab my white spirits. Excuse me. Landing gear is one of those things that it's nice when there's lots of detail, but it's something you don't see too much of, and so it's not imperative. It's way too wet. I've seen some guys that go crazy with the detail on the landing gear, and I think to myself, you're almost never going to pay attention to it when it's all done and it's sitting on a shelf. Landing gear is not the focal point of the model, you know what I mean? So yes, I definitely agree, you want to have that bit of detail to make the detail pop, to bring visual attention to your eye, so your eye is drawn to it, so you see it. But is it imperative that it's all super detailed and you've got like the brake lines and cables running down the tube and stuff like that? I don't know. Easy to get drawn into that, and it's unnecessary stuff. Ooh, see, I just broke that loose, so I have to add glue to that again. There we go. So our landing gear is detailed. All right. So let's start with this guy. He's going to go in here, kind of like that. Of course, I don't have him lined up at all, so bear with me a moment. I need to reattach that guy. How am I going to do that? I'm just going to use the thin set to reapply the glue in those spots. Don't know if I can get all the way in there. I'll try. Technically, if you wanted, you could say run a bead, hit along this edge here with the thin, because it is touching the edge, so you could get that reinforcement if you wanted to, especially with the thin and the capillary action. Get away with it. Okay, back to the landing gear. So basically you got a big hole, and then you have this little spot right there where the arm is going to attach. Okay, so let's go, because this is on my side, I'm going to do this one first. 2 attachment points and that's it. But because you do have a pretty big stem going down in there, it's going to be a pretty good fit. fairly sturdy. Get her lined up and going in there. And that's it. I'll just hold it for a sec to make sure that glue stays. I'm going to use my thin. Doesn't really want to stay. Get in there. I want to put something in there to hold pressure against it. I'm going to try a little piece of sponge. I can shove this in there. There we go. That'll hold it for me. Are you going to do the same to me? Let's do a test fit. Yeah, it kind of wants to sit up. Now this one fits good. So. It's exactly where it's supposed to go, so I don't have to press on that one. This one for some reason just is not happy. Okay, so those are in. Now we'll do the front. And the front one, 3 attachment points, 3 little holes. It's just going to sit like that. Just like that, and it's done. And that's that. Okay. Weapon bay doors on. Landing gear on. Now obviously we haven't got the rear tires on, but that's quite alright. Let's take a look at our sheet here. See, they want us to put that, remember that little thing I painted at the beginning of this? This guy here? They want me to put this on right away with the canopy, but I'm not putting the canopy on right now. So I just got that painted in preparation for all this to get this done. And we are done on this page. So we can flip over to the next part. So next we're going to be doing the landing gear bay doors with their arms. The piece to put in up here, that's this guy here. So get them lined up. Just like that. It's a tight fit. Goes just like that. Okay, so I'm going to pop them out. And I am going to pop them out. Okay, let's put them in there now. Put some glue here. Here. There we go. So that part was easy. There's two little side pieces are going to go on each side here and here, but I got to paint those first. And then we've got our big bay doors that are going to go on here and here. And yeah, and then we got missiles. So we're going to leave it there for now, guys. Switch my cam back here to normal. Hey, you Ella. How's it coming along? Missed the start of the stream. Well, that's all right. You caught the end. We're going along pretty good. We've got the weapon bay doors on now, and we just finished putting on the landing gear. So we're going to continue with the landing gear bay doors next time, and I've got missiles to prepare. So what I'm going to do is put this here for now. So the missiles, I'm not going to bother showing you guys. You put these on YouTube. Yes, I do. Please like and subscribe. Head on over to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to assemble the missiles and get those painted, and next time we'll put them on there, right? So I'll show you guys the actual putting on of the missiles, and rather than watching, I mean, missiles are missiles, right? They got two halves, they go doink and you're done, right? You guys don't need to see that stuff. That's boring, pointless. But yeah, that's going to be next time. Same with the landing gear bay doors. We're going to do that next time. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I want to thank you for watching, and thanks you, Ella. And yeah, that's about it. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you haven't already subscribed on my YouTube, why not head over to do that and write that and do that for me? That would be really great. And yeah, I'd really appreciate that. And if you like this stuff, hit the like button down there. That really helps out too. And so yeah, that's where we're going to leave it for today, and that's going to be it for now. And so I guess we'll see you all in the next one.